begin with breaking news right now in Fort Lauderdale at 6 o'clock, where Superintendent Robert Runcie will keep his job. And these are live pictures from inside that school board meeting. Superintendent Runcie is addressing the board and the people in the audience. Let's listen in.
Other situations, when I lived and worked in Chicago, I felt the pain after the loss of both of my parents. The last one, 3 months after I joined Broward County Schools. Both of my wife's parents, three of her siblings. So I've witnessed and dealt with a lot of loss. And with all of those situations of loss, one of the key things that I've learned is that grief and anger can really test and rack your spirit. But the challenge is to not let it wreck your life, because life is the greatest gift that we're going to have. And we need to use our lives to make a difference. And I'm determined to stay focused on the work that I'm doing in Broward, because I'm determined to not let the tragedy nor the pain that has been left in its wake defeat us. So I'm more committed than ever to serve this community and bring 100% of my effort every day, along with this school board, to give our children, yes, the focus of our work, our children, a world-class education.
Now, the vote to remove Superintendent Runcie failed by a vote of 6-3.
That followed that day-long meeting, and that, as you saw, is still not over.
CBS 4's Carrie Codd is outside that meeting. Carrie, what can you tell us? Was this a surprise vote or expected?
No, it was expected. It seemed all along that board member Lori Aladev, whose daughter was murdered at Stoneman Douglas, that she likely would not have the support on the Broward School Board to terminate Robert Runcie's contract. I think that was well understood throughout this past week or so that we've been watching these developments. And the vote, 6-3, which just happened right before 6 o'clock, really echoed what board members heard throughout the public portion of this debate today, where it was probably 10-1, maybe even larger numbers than that, of people from the public extolling Robert Runcie's virtues, saying that they believe he has the vision and the leadership and the expertise to continue leading the Broward School District. The vast majority of the Broward community that spoke at Tuesday's school board meeting was vocal, saying they want Broward School Superintendent Robert Runcie to stay.
It is well documented that Mr. Runcie, through his leadership, has improved the school district's academic standing since his hiring back in 2011.
Mr. Runcie is present. He is out there in the trenches. He shows up.
Several said that blaming Runcie for the Parkland shooting on Valentine's Day 2018 is misplaced.
There is one entity responsible for this calamity we stand in today, and he is currently in a jail cell, and his name is not Robert W. Runcie.
Board member Lori Aladev, whose daughter Alyssa died in the Parkland shooting, put an item on the agenda requesting that Runcie's contract be terminated for cause. She said Runcie neglected his duties by, among other things, not supporting a special taxing district in 2013 to oversee security and mental health needs, and for his handling of an $800 million bond project from 2014.
The tragedy was the symptom which uncovered and highlighted the many failures within our system of Broward County Public Schools that have not been executed under Mr. Runcie's leadership.
Board member Patricia Good said it's unfair to blame the superintendent for the failure of that special taxing district.
That legislation failed, not because of this superintendent. It failed on its own merits. And to hold him accountable is an unfair statement.
Board member Lori Levinson said the school district is in strong shape academically due in large part to Runcie's leadership.
Our graduation rates since 2011 have been up 18% in all schools.
Levinson also criticized Lori Aladev for waiting until the day before the meeting to release her reasoning behind the motion to terminate Runcie's contract.
That's indicative of what people resort to when they're lacking on the substance.
All right, now we want to play for you a few more of Robert Runcie's comments from just a short time ago after the vote was taken that will keep him in his job.
You know, this tragedy, as it was said, could have happened anywhere, but it happened here in Broward County. And I believe that we can use this moment as a unique opportunity.
All right, now, of course, Robert Runcie has spoken over the last couple of months about numerous safety and security upgrades that the district has made over the past several months to improve security in schools. There is another development, of course, over the last couple of months, that statewide grand jury impaneled by Governor Ron DeSantis that will look into safety and security procedures in Broward schools and schools across the state, as well as other issues. So the spotlight certainly will continue to shine on Broward County Public Schools. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Carrie Codd, CBS 4 News.
Carrie, thank you.